Hi, and welcome back to our biography series. In 1996, and for about a year or two before that, we were receiving a lot of applications from the country of Guatemala. We had met some Mayan preachers there, and this is one of those applications. This one happened to come in the year 1996. It's from a brother named Carmelino Alvaro Macario de Leon. De Leon means of the lion, so I don't know what the rest of it means, but maybe his bark is worse, his bite's worse than his bark. His wife is named Margarita, and he writes this in 1996. I received Christ as a child at the age of 8. I was evangelized or witnessed to in school. I came to understand salvation in Jesus Christ, and from that moment I was saved through the precious blood of Christ and through His grace. My wife received Christ as a child. She was the daughter of Christian parents, and she came to serve in the work of the Lord and helping her sisters. And she is ready to go any place serving the Lord. It's a good testimony. Our ministry is varied, and we work hard to reach native tribes for Christ. Now, the reason he says that is the Mayan, we think of them as a tribe of Indians, but the Mayan was actually an empire of Indians, which means one tribe, the Mayans, took over other tribes and other tribes and other tribes, and they became part of the Mayan civilization. So today we would refer to them all as Mayan, though technically they were different tribes that made it up. And these folks are from a tribe called one of the earlier Mayan tribes. But he says that he's still involved in reaching the other tribes for Christ. The way you know if a person's from another tribe, with a man it's a little bit more difficult, although sometimes they will wear unique clothes to the village or the tribe they belong to. But with the women it's always easier because they typically wear the same dress. All the women in a village will dress alike. And the women in this village don't dress like the women in that village. They'll have a different pattern, different colors. They'll wear their hair a different way. They'll have a different type of hat. Their dresses will go to a different length. It's because they were a different tribe of people with their own culture that were conquered by the Mayan. So he's still working with various tribal groups because they now all speak a mixture of Mayan and Spanish. He says, I've led 350 souls to Christ. I've started 5 churches and 4 congregations. We learned in our last biography we did that these brothers consider a congregation an assembly with anything less than 30 baptized believers in it. And once they hit 30, that's the magic number. They get to be a church from that point on. He said, well, I just got ahead of myself. He repeats the same thing here as the other brother did. A church is at least 30 baptized members. A congregation is a smaller group growing to be a church. We are trying to start more churches by holding open-air evangelistic meetings and through slum ministries, tracts, and showing Christian films. We are active in discipleship and children's ministries, and I preach on the radio. We are also involved in musical groups, and I've trained 13 men to work in the ministry. Well, that's incredible. And this was in 1996. Imagine what he's done since that time. Our brother mentions here that they use Christian films. Remember, we have our powerpack.world website that you can go to. And if I'm not mistaken, these brothers in Guatemala have one of our power packs that someone donated for them. So even as I'm speaking here now and you're watching the video at whatever time in the future, these guys are going out in teams taking the video from village to village to village to village, showing it, letting people see the Jesus film and coming to Christ. He says, we are a poor people and our churches cannot supply all our needs. Our house is made of adobe and has just one room. We cannot spend time raising our own vegetables because all of our time is spent in the Lord's work. So your financial help will go to feed my family and will be a blessing to us. And this brother has done a tremendous work. I mean, it's obvious when you see the stats he has of the churches or congregations that he has started, the people he's led to Christ. He writes here in our statistics that he's now had 920 people who come to the Lord. And 818 of those have been baptized. That's about 89% of those he's won to Christ have followed in believers' baptism. So that's a tremendous work he's doing. Hey, if you want to know more about him, his wife, his kids, go to our website, finalfrontiers.world. or follow the link at the bottom of this and it'll take you right there to his site. God bless you.